to Grow Strength and X. Welcome to a new video about kettlebell workout. Now, what's the purpose of the workout today? It's a full body muscle building workout. Now, this is more my expertise area. This is more something that I'm really good at, showing you guys a better way to build muscle. Bodyweight workouts are great, you can build a little bit of muscle, but it's much better to get progressive overload, i.e. just basically more weight essentially, or changing the dynamics of a position. So today we're going to go over a full body workout, 2 kettlebells. If you've got one, that's fine. I'll show you the easier and harder variations. So if your kettlebells are too light for the specific exercise, we can make it in a way that's a little bit harder. Don't worry because we're going to do it in repetitions, don't worry if you're lagging behind, just pause the video and then catch up, and then we'll move on to the next one. So each routine isn't complete without compound lifts. What are compound lifts? Such as deadlifts, squats, bench press. If you're doing bodyweight stuff, it's like push-ups, pull-ups. But what we're going to go over today, and first one is deadlifts. So get your kettlebells ready. There's 2 variations you can go over. So it's sumo deadlifts. So you can either do 1 kettlebell, but of course, hold it with hands facing towards you, and then just lift, bend the knees, back nice and straight. And I'll just show you from this angle. Bend the knees, take the bum back nice and straight, push to the floor. Do not, I repeat, let it bang to the floor. You want to control it to the floor. So that eccentric loading, the loading where you're lowering down, will be just as important for muscle growth. And of course, you want to make it a little bit harder, both of them together. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, back nice and straight, shoulders back, the posture, and go for it. Yeah, again, then drop into the floor. Okay, so we're going to do 3 sets of that, 3 sets of 12 repetitions. Are you ready? Get your kettlebells in place, 2 or 1, whatever you prefer. You can change it up as you go along. I'm going to do 2. Right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 3 sets of this. 5, but we're going to go in rounds, okay? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, lace it down under control, and 12. Boosh. Okay. Next exercise we're going to go into is front squat or goblet squat. So you grab the kettlebell, either underneath or by the handle, whichever is more comfortable. I prefer underneath and get a nice grasp on it. And then as we squat, feet just outside shoulder width. You want to push the bum back behind you a little bit, bend those knees, and then come in line with the toes or just in front, and then back up. And if you want to see it from this angle, you want to make sure your bum is in line with your knees. It's a 90-degree angle, like so. Okay. If you want to make it that little bit harder, we can bring them up, and we can do this bad boy. So, you want to see how it's done? You turn it, move your wrist, and then you rest it kind of on top of the elbow, in line with your clavicle or collarbone. So we'll get both of them at the same time. We're going to do this one now. So we're going to go in 3 seconds. So whichever one you prefer. Obviously single arm, single kettlebell is a lot easier, but double is a bit harder. So if you're ready, grab your kettlebells, get them up. Right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, squat. 2. Make sure your feet are in line. 3, 4, 5. Getting up to 12. 7. Sorry, I didn't mention that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice and down. Hold on. Right, next exercise we're going to go over is to upper body. So we've got a bit of lower body. Now smash the uppers and then smash the shoulder boulders. So there's 2 variations you can do this. Obviously the easier variation is You can grab both and you can get them behind your back. So the kettlebells are resting behind the back of your wrist. You press up for 12 reps, okay? But if you want to make it really hard, and your kettlebells are quite heavy, if you've got the finger size, you can actually grip them both underneath and then press, doing singular overhead presses. So obviously that's going to be a lot more stimulus on the shoulder because you're doubling up the weight. So don't worry, of course, I'm going to do the normal version, but don't worry, of course, if you want to catch up, just press the pause button and then we'll go again. So everyone get ready. Let's pick up our kettlebells, we'll twist them up and around the back, and then we're going to do 12 reps. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, elbows tucked in, 5, and then spread it over your head, 6, fully extend those arms, 7, so make sure those elbows are locked out at the top, 8, 9, 10, 11, under control, 12, and then place them down. Well done. Alright guys, had to come inside, too much background noise going on outside, a lot of renovations from other households and stuff. Obviously I want the best content for you, and if you can't hear me, it's not the best content. So we're going to go into next bent over rows. You can either do this alternating bent over rows. So alternating is just using one arm at a time. So you go 1 all the way down, 2 all the way down. You can either do 20 of those, or you can do single arm where you can add both weights together. So of course this is alternating, 1, 2, all the way up to 20, or single arm. If your kettlebells are quite light, you want to make it a lot heavier, you can scoop it up, both kettlebells, and yet again, you want to keep the chest up, shoulders back, you want to hinge at the hip, bend the knees ever so slightly, lower the torso down, and then squeeze. Elbow tucked in at all times, do not flare your elbow out, elbow tucked in, you squeeze high up, but keep that control and don't use your body to lift, okay? So, hope you guys are ready. So if you're going to do it with both kettlebells, that's 10 on one side, and then alternate, switch 10 on the other side, okay? Then we'll move on to the next exercise. So if you're ready, pick out which version you want to try. Obviously pause the video if you want to try both of them out, and then we'll get stuck into it. So we're going to do, the normal variation is alternating bent over rows. So hands facing towards you, towards each other, and then you come up, okay? So you ready guys? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, you want to squeeze the elbow as high as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, low down under control. 8, squeeze hard up there. 9, 10, 11, 12, back nice and straight. 13, posture good. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. If you're struggling to keep your back straight, I can do a separate video on that. Obviously comment below if that's something you're struggling with. There is some variations we can go over to make that easier. This channel is all about strength, so remember, it's not just about banging out workouts, banging out sets. It's great, obviously that's really good, but if you really want to benefit from muscle growth, if you really want to benefit from getting stronger, more athletic, the best form and the best way to do it is take your time, take a bit more time out to learn the form properly, and then build up the weight slowly. So we'll move on to the next exercise. Okay, another back exercise now. So bent over rows are specifically a back exercise, but don't worry, all these exercises, squats, deadlifts, bent over rows, they're all designed to work the core because you're holding your body weight. So you have to hold your core tension whilst you're doing it. Deadlifts and squats being the compound exercises, that just means the biggest lifts, the ones that work the most muscle groups in your body, and then we're gradually going to bring it down. So bent over rows, horizontal bent over rows is next, and this specific exercise is done very similar to the normal bent over rows, except for the normal bent over rows, your hands are facing towards each other, but with horizontal bent over rows, you actually flare your elbows out slightly and have your hands facing towards you, so it would look like this, okay? So same form as before, but now you're squeezing your elbows, flowing them slightly out. Or you can keep them tucked in, but you can flow them slightly more out because your hand position is different. So if you're ready for that, we're going to go for 12 reps. So you're going to start with me. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, bend the knees, lower the torso, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try not to clump the weights together like I just did then. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Woo! Right, I hope you guys are getting a nice little work on now. It's getting a little bit more intense. We're getting a little bit more through the video. And we'll move on to the next exercise. Right, the next exercise is tricep overhead. So there's 2 variations yet again, easier and harder version. The easier variation is you grab 1 kettlebell, and what you want to do is you want to get it above the head, and you can grab it like this. So thumbs tucked in, and then get it over the head. And you want to get your arms nice and straight, elbows fully extended, and you want to basically get it as low as possible and then squeeze it back up, fully extended at the elbows. Yet again, this works the triceps. So it's tricep overhead extension. And you want to keep your body as nice and straight as possible, and you want to keep your arms as straight as possible. So you don't want your arms all the way out here because it will clonk you on the head. So make sure you get right below, as you can see here, right below my head. I'm not just doing a half rep like this, okay? And if you want to make it that little bit harder, you can grab both, like flip it around your back like you would do a shoulder press, extend, and then of course extend at the elbow only, keeping the body nice and straight, core tension, and we'll aim for 12 reps, okay? So we're going to do the easier variation today on the video, but if you prefer to do the harder variation, that's your choice, of course. This will get you through. So that's deadlifts, squats, 2 versions of rows, shoulder press, and then finally we're going to finish tricep extension, and we're going to do an AMRAP on the shoulder press, push press to finish, which I'll show you next. So if you want to get your 1 or 2 kettlebells ready, get into position. So remember, you can lock that arm around, and if you're ready, 3, 2, 1, tricep extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then safely bring it back under control. Now, if you're worried about hitting your head or anything like that, don't worry about doing this exercise. It's entirely optional. And of course, the final round, which you're probably going to dread the most, which is a shoulder boulder pump. So we're going to work the full head of the shoulder with shoulder press, but this time we're going to add a push press into it. So essentially, a push press is where you get resting on the shoulders back behind your head, on the shoulders, resting on the shoulders, and then you drop your legs down and push. Drop your legs down and push. So you're pushing the weight up. So essentially, you're using a little bit of momentum from the legs, and the arms come up at the same time as you go back up. Don't worry, this one's a bit of a struggler. We're going to do this for AMRAP. AMRAP essentially means as many reps as possible. So yeah, again, you can pause the video if you end within like 10, 12 reps. We'll just keep going until you can't go anymore. I would say recommendation is aim for about 20 to 30 reps. Obviously, if the weight's too light, then you need to do a lot more. So I would say pause the video and then we'll go again. So get your kettlebells ready. We're going 3, 2, 1, push press. You don't necessarily have to count this out loud, just count it in your head. There we go. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. This is as much leg as it is shoulder. Wah! Ah, make noises, do whatever you can to get through the exercise. 3, 2, 1, 0. Woo! That one is a bitch. So we're doing a full round, and rather than boring you with the whole video again and again. I would like to do this times 3. So go back to the starting point of the video. I'll let you know in the description where that starting point is when we first start the first exercise, and repeat. So that's the kettlebell workout, full body muscle building workout. So start with compounds and get to slightly smaller muscles. These are just some exercises we've gone through today. So if you want that kettlebell workout next week, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, make sure you get it. I'll do that instead of the Martial Arts Friday. If you want the Martial Arts Friday to come back, put a vote in, let me know. So far, the kettlebell workout was known to be more popular on my Instagram. If you want more of the martial arts, let me know in that question. Of course, I hope you enjoyed that video. What we'll be going into is a little bit more of an intermediary workout in the sense of going to single leg stuff, isolating muscle groups a little bit more, making it a little bit harder. So of course, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is more of a beginner's one, and go back to the start and repeat 3 times. Of course, if this is more than enough for you, then great. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Try and build up another set and another set after that. And I bid you farewell, everyone. Goodbye.